All right, here we go. I'm with Chef Andrew, our buddy from Boston right here, who is with North Coast Seafood and a chef from around the world, literally. He lived
I've
in
had
Germany.
a fun career.
The thing I found was your passion for fish.
Yes.
And you work for one of the best fishing companies in the country right now. You have 20 boats coming in to Boston every morning. We get all our fresh fish from you. Today what we're going to do is some lobster. How do you say lobster in Boston? Lobster.
We could say lobster, yeah.
Lobsters from all over the world.
Yes.
One of them South African too.
Yeah.
We're going to taste the difference between pretty much your U.S.
American lobster,
tail. This is 4 ounces right here. And look at this. This is a Brazilian lobster tail. And you can see it just has a little more color.
Tropical.
It's more tropical.
Yeah. So this is sort of the classic restaurant style surf and turf where you have that tail exposed from the outside. See, it just pulls back.
See, basically you just cut it, right?
Look at that. Yeah.
You're going to show us how to do that.
It's like some smoke and mirrors going on there.
Yeah, if you want to have a little razzle dazzle and you have some guests over at night.
And then I'll show you a little bit easier way on a barbecue situation on how to cut these in half and then put them on the grill.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but lobster is synonymous with what do you dip it in? You have to have butter. Right. I made a little sort of it's a butter recipe sauce. It's just taking a stick of butter. It's fun. Take a pot from inside, bring it out to your grill, put it on the inside of your grill. A little bit of parsley, garlic.
I like how he measures everything too.
No rules, no rules.
And that's
you sort of get to know after, you know? So I'm melting the butter with the garlic, the parsley, salt and pepper. This is kosher salt. I like using kosher salt.
Why do you like that?
Chefs love kosher salt because it's tactile. Iodized salt is very fine. You can't control it. This you can control a lot better. And you've got some pepper there. Secret chef flavoring combination is always lobster with tarragon.
Okay.
You only use a pinch because the tarragon flavor, so for that one stick of butter, that's as much tarragon as I'm going to use. But it will accentuate that flavor and your brain goes right to lobster.
Goes wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right? And this is going to be our basting and finishing sauce.
Okay. One other little twist on this whole thing, we're going to do a couple lobster tails. But you have that beautiful sauce right there that goes on with the butter. Okay, and down in the Caribbean, one of the things, this one little place we went to all the time called Skilly Cay.
Okay.
Little tiny island. But he did his lobster with this sauce right here.
Okay.
Honey.
Yep.
Your tarragon again that he used in there. Listen to this one, roasted peanuts.
Love it.
Okay, I guess you chopped them up really good. Dijon mustard, some curry power olive oil, an orange marmalade, or you could sneak by with the zest too, and kosher salt. But let's
try it both.
Let's try it.
This is the Canadian or Maine lobster tail. Kitchen shears, heavy kitchen shears, really important to have in the kitchen. And we are just going to cut down the back of this shell. So what I did there is for safety, because now I'm going to take my French knife and I'm going to find my slit there and the hole, and I'm going to put my hand on top and I'm going to cut it right in. So I'm doing a half of a lobster tail.
Okay.
This is a whole lobster tail. The knife goes in, careful, keep your hands away, and you're just going to fulcrum right down and cut it in half. Here's my little trick of the chefs, because sometimes the meat can stick to the shell. So what we do is we just sort of put our finger underneath there and we just lift it up. And once we pull that up, we're good, and then we lay it right back down.
Okay.
That's it. What this does, because a lot of times when you're barbecuing, you're outside grilling and you have friends over, you have multiple things that you're cooking. Yeah, right. So your thumb just goes in and it loosens it up, and then you won't have any issues later.
Basically, you're just creating a little bed to cook it in.
You're putting some space in between the shell and the meat. That's it. Avocado oil, and again, the avocado oil is just a little bit of high heat for when you're grilling. So we're going to grill our tails. Once you hit that with a little bit of salt and pepper on those, beautiful.
How do you mix the salt and pepper together?
In the restaurant we do to save time. At home in the kitchen, no. So now I've got a hot grill here. It's a clean grill, and we're going to go meat side down first.
Except for mine.
Except for yours. Shell down.
Mine's laying on its
right.
back, just relaxing out there. Let's do one of these guys.
Well, this is going, yep.
Here's a Brazilian one, and then we also have these two right here, which
All
are
right,
gonna...
so I just want to start to get some of that color because we don't want to have that heavy char on the lobster. We want to keep it still delicate. It's a very delicate.
Tough real quick.
Yeah. So now I'm going to move it off to a little bit of indirect heat.
So right on the grill, you're putting the butter sauce.
Yeah. We'll just like baste it a little bit. I could use a brush.
Hey, you know what I'm going to do with my job over there? I'm going to use the Skilly K one. You think I could put this on right now?
Why not?
Okay.
Give it a little spready spread. Beautiful.
Okay.
You can even turn that down a little bit. We're going to get that cooking there. Beautiful. So how to get this fancy tail on the outside. We're going to come on the underside and we're going to cut that back. All right?
Okay.
I'm going to cut here.
Same thing now, you're loosening the lobster meat up inside the shell there, right?
We're going to pull it straight out, be a little aggressive, and then we're going to lay it right back on top. Easy peasy, right?
See, so look at this. So this was it, right? If you want to doll it up, make it look good, you do the cutting, you loosen up the shell, and then you pull this up, close the shell back, lay it back down.
Just
voila.
like that. And these are with the main tail. So now we're going to put these right on. Again, a little bit of avocado oil. See that right there? You can see that butter and natural lobster juices simmering inside that shell. See, what's it called?
Not cooking. That's a Skilly K.
All right. If you get a flare up, don't be afraid to just move your fish, move your lobster.
Now you're finishing it with the butter sauce. You put a little of that on when it was on the grill too.
Yeah.
So it's a double.
Yeah, so because the butter sauce will go right into the well of that lobster tail and sort of just simmer in there and cook. And you can take a bite. That lobster meat should come right out of there pretty simply.
Okay, let's taste this. Yeah, it pops right off.
Look at that. Fun, right? Making lobster.
Wow. Doesn't that taste delicious?
Right.
Yeah, you can use a little lemon if you want on there too, right? Now this is this secret recipe you told us about. Every chef has a secret recipe, right? Rosemary mayonnaise.
Rosemary aioli, rosemary mayonnaise. I put that stuff on everything, as they say. Little rosemary, lemon juice. All right.
And what you said was basically aioli is a flavored mayonnaise.
Aioli is a flavored mayonnaise. Because mayonnaise on the lobster roll is synonymous, like with butter. You double up with mayonnaise and butter. That is the double whammy.
That's really good with the mayo.
Right? Yeah.
Okay, there's mine.
I think
now
you're
you
good.
flip that over a little bit.
I flipped it, yep. So that's good
check
there.
this out. Here's the Skilly K one.
Put a little extra sauce on there and
That's
let's cut it up.
basically, the little difference is it has some honey. It has some tarragon in there. And you know what? I like how you loosened it up a little ahead of time.
Right.
Because look how easy
Yeah,
it
it
pops.
comes right out of the shell.
I learned something today here. That's good.
I can taste the curry and the peanuts.
Yeah.
It has a little Thai, that Caribbean Thai tropical thing going on. That's a good sauce.
Unique.
I like that. There you go. Brazilian. You want to go Brazilian? You want to go Canadian down East Maine?
That's one great thing about it. You said the only rule is?
There are no rules.
There's no rules. Okay, there you have it. We did some really cool lobster tails today, okay? Which is a huge seller at the store. You do it with that beautiful butter recipe right there. Or you could use this really special one. We did a cookbook a ways ago with Brian Miller.
Yeah.
But anyway, he did this cookbook with us, and we have that recipe in there. Chef Andrew, thank you for your time
Thank you
today.
so much.
We appreciate it.
So much fun.
Lobster tails, big seller for the summer right now.